make your legs super strong. So here's my legs relaxed, here's my legs super strong. We feel these quadriceps above the knee kind of lift up when we make them strong, right? The glutes engage. And as soon as your legs are strong, there's a little bit of a tuck of that tailbone. So your glute muscles engage, right? You have strong glutes. Now, we've got this imaginary wall behind you. So fall back against that imaginary wall. Your body will stop when you automatically feel upright and that core engages. Now, throughout the class today, your job when we're standing is to stay in this position in a relaxed, comfortable way. Now, take your shoulder blades, right? This is my shoulders, these are the shoulders. So when I make reference to shoulders, it's always your shoulder blades, always. So take your shoulder blades and pull them, no, don't squeeze them together. If you pull them down and you squeeze them together at the bottom. So you've got a pencil at the bottom of the shoulder blades, and your job is to squeeze that pencil and hold it tight. When you get that sensation, you'll notice your chest lifts, your collarbone expands. Correct? That's your job, is to hold yourself in this position. Now, with this expansion, with the shoulder blades down and pulled and squeezed together, with that chest lifted and your collarbone wide, does anybody really have a Buddha belly going on? No. Because when you're in this position, your belly, your core has to engage. Because it is your core that is holding you here. So everybody relax and go sloppy. What happens to the belly? It sticks out. Right? Everybody's now like, oh, I have a big belly. You don't. Now stand up in proper position again. Right? Nice and tall. Back against that imaginary wall behind you. Shoulder blades, pull them down and squeeze them together. Relax the top of your shoulders. Shoulder blades, pull them down and squeeze them together. You will notice when your shoulder blades are pulled down and squeezed together, your hands are more in a hitchhiking position, or at least the palms are facing your legs. Now again, relax and go sloppy. What happens? Your palms go behind you, your shoulders roll in. So a simple check is that if your palms are facing the back of the room, you're rounded. So get back into proper position. Hitchhiking is one of the best things that you can remind yourself to do. Okay. Your job for the next 60 seconds is to hold this position really strong. Now, let's talk about breath. Years ago, somebody said, oh, you know what, let's start belly breathing. So what the world did is the world started going, oh, good, we can stay rounded and sloppy, and we'll just push our belly out and in. But if you push your belly out, you're making it strong out. Why would you want to push your belly out and make it strong in that position? Right? We want to be here. So in no situation when you breathe, do you ever push your belly out? Ever. The belly stays flat, and then it goes hollow when you exhale. It stays flat, and it hollows out when you exhale. So stand here right now, make sure your belly's pretty flat. Take an inhale, hold that belly strong, and when you exhale, feel the belly hollowing. Feel how everything on the inside pulls in tight. And then when you inhale from your chest and your collarbone. And that pulls everything in even more. And then you exhale, and you feel everything pulling in tight. Legs engage more, glutes engage, everything. And then when you inhale, you don't push your belly out, you lift your chest up. You become an 8, gorilla. And then you exhale and you pull your belly in. You inhale, gorilla, big 8. You exhale and you pull the belly in. Do this 10 times. You inhale, you lift your chest, you feel your collarbone lift. When you exhale, you pull that lower belly, you pull that inside that belly button in towards your back. And you'll feel that deep core, tailbone, everything engages and pulls in tight. Again, big inhale, lift from that collarbone, lift, 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 lift. And when you exhale, the side ribs, everything just depresses and collapses in, but your chest stays up high. You're reaching out of the crown of your head. You're tall, your neck is long. Your legs are light. You're not putting a lot of compression onto your knees and your ankles right now because you're light, because you're tall. You've got a lot of space in between every vertebrae. You're decompressing your spine with your breath. You're not compressing. Take one more big inhale. Feel that chest. Become 2 inches taller with your inhale. And then exhale. Good, and then relax for a moment. Right? There's a lot of stuff going on when you hold yourself strong. We're lazy in general. We're kind of lazy in general. So we just allow our joints, like we put all this extra pressure on our joints throughout the day that they don't need. So the biggest thing is become as tall as you can with your inhale. Okay, that makes sense? A lot of work, right? Okay, but we're going to practice, right? We touched on this the other day. I call it the sniffle breath. So the sniffle breath, I'm really on this right now, because the sniffle breath gets this. It gives this big lift. But with breath, we kind of like long. So right now, our goal is length. So instead of sniffles, like, we want to go. And when you do that, you'll feel everything from ribs up, boom, becomes big. So just take a nice big inhale and a nice long exhale. And what you're trying to do without passing out is you're just trying to feel that sensation of lifting. So it's just a, you might want to put your hand here, because this is where you want to lift from. Don't be lazy and lift from here. It's not shoulders, it's here. So the center of your chest, think of it almost has to be pushed out and then up. You know when we're in baby cobra, and I always say don't push with your arms, bring your chest forward and up, same thing. Yes, but out, out. So there's a little bit of shoulders. Your shoulder blades, when you lift up, your shoulder blades have to come down and squeeze together. So you still end up being tall, and the shoulder blades pulling down, squeezing together at the bottom. And when you do that, when you get in that position, your core is fully engaged. It's awesome. And then you just learn to hold it there more throughout the course of your day. Huh? from here. Right from here. Put your finger right there. And it's out. Almost, yes. You guys ever heard or looked at Wim Hof? Breathing. He's this older guy that kind of created this really crazy, fast, intense breathing. And yeah, WIMHOF. If you ever get a chance, just Google him. It's very similar. It's not as intense. But can you feel how that upper chest lifts and makes you a little bit taller? Is this hard or is this easy? Because when I do this, it's hard.
It's dizzying.
Yes, because we are so tight. Right? We are so tight. That rounded shoulder, we're always working on trying to fix the rounded shoulders and stretching and exercise. No, you just need to put your body in a proper position. Yes. See? Beautiful. That's beautiful. Doesn't that feel good when you breathe like that?
Yeah.
It gets in your lungs. Breath is supposed to get in your lungs. You're supposed to feel the breath in your lungs. It's like filling up a balloon. Do you feel like you're filling up your balloon 100%? Now imagine if you did that all day long, how much fresh oxygen would get in your system. But for the first week or two, it's just going to give you a headache. Really, it's going to just give you a headache is what it's going to give. Good, everybody take a break.
She made me breathe.
Right, she made me breathe. Do you do squats and lunges? No, she just makes us breathe all the time. Can you soften your knees and just do some really nice hip circles? Meditation and motion. So this is just a really soft, kind, nice experience. You might close your eyes and just feel the sensation. It's not forcing. It's just allowing your body to move in a meditative motion. It's soft, it's with breath, it's kind. So there's a lot of things going on. Ankles, legs, knees, hips, back, core. Reverse the direction. Good, and come back to center. Place your hands on your hips, please. So your thumbs are kind of behind, the fingers are hanging out. Yeah, and all we're going to do is we're just going to do a tuck. So tailbone, instead of being sloppy and Buddha belly and pushing that tailbone back, tuck it under. Because when you just do a very gentle tuck, and it's not, when I say tuck the tailbone, I am not saying push your back flat. Don't ever push your back flat. Well, you don't have to. It's just a little tiny tuck to the tailbone. And then you'll feel all your glutes engaged. And that's how you know your core is engaged. So it's just a little tuck, and then you're going to push back, and you're going to tuck a little bit more, and you're going to release, and you're going to tuck, and you're going to release. And all you're trying to feel is that tailbone, lower back area, stretching, releasing. Stretching and releasing. Yes, very good. You'll notice it's not you'll notice the upper body is not collapsing, right? The upper body stays tall, and it's just a nice tuck, release. And then feel the edge on both sides. So when you really tuck, there's a lot of stuff going on. Legs are strong, glutes engaged, tailbone is there, lower back is being stretched. And then when you push your hips back, you'll feel the belly starts to poke out. Right? But when you tuck under, the belly pulls in. When you release, the belly pushes out. When you tuck under, the belly pulls in, core is strong. When you release, the core is not strong. And when your core is not strong, your lower back is not protected. That's why we get injured sometimes, where we tweak, because there's nothing holding our lower back. So that little tiny tuck, when you feel the top of your glutes engage and this little tension through here, that's your core is engaged. But you see how simple it is to release that. Right? You're talking like, what, an inch or something? Oh, strong core, body is safe. No, body's weak. Oh, doctor, my back just kills me on a regular basis. My knees are so sore. Your body's not being supported. Right? So one more time, tuck under and hold up. Tuck, 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 tuck. See if you can keep your legs straight and tuck. So do not bend your knees. Tuck, 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 tuck. And then stand up as tall as you can. Little bit of weight back on the heels. Just keep that little bit of a tuck. Just so you feel that tailbone engage. How solid do you feel in the back end now? The back. Right? You'll feel, stay tucked under, you'll feel your lower back right now is working, it's strong. Everything's engaged. And then release that. Oh, core's not engaged. Right? When you are engaged, when your core is strong, you will be more vibrant throughout the day. You will have more energy throughout the day. Because your body's working the way it's designed to work. When we're sloppy and we walk through life like this, that requires a lot of energy. Right? Yes. Can you stand on your left leg? We're going to do a little bit of standing and then we're going to hit the mat. You're going to stand on your right leg. Again, weights back on the heels. Stand up tall. Feel everything engage. And then that left leg is just going to swing forward and back. You're not kicking that leg forward and back. Your core, your brain's talking to your core, and your core is just swinging that leg gently and lovingly. Keep that leg straight. Don't bend that knee. Make sure it's not a bending of the knee. Hold your core strong, but your arms are relaxed. That big toe man. That was good. I'm like, she's 50-50. Which way is she gonna go? That big toe mound, right? So it's not so much the big toe, it's this thing right here. You must push that into the floor. When that stays grounded on the floor, you will not fall. That's why it's there. That's what that bone there is for. See, much better, right? When it's down. The problem is we roll onto the outside and then those inner thighs disengage and then our core disengages. And then we're just relying on that ankle to do all the work. And then we fall and we're like, oh, my balance sucks. No, it doesn't. Yeah, it's Pam's perfect. Doing perfect.
Yeah, we'll take it.
We'll take anything. Keep your eyes up. Remember, if you're down, your body thinks you want to go down. Your body follows your eyes. And you can try, when you're swinging that leg, look to your right. See if that changes. But it's like, oh, she wants me to go this way now. I'm joking.
That's what her goal.
What do you feel? Good?
Yes.
Good, that's exactly that. If your glute is your biggest muscle in your body, it should be holding you.
I feel it here.
Yeah.
Right?
That's just, you'll find that, that's not a bad thing. That's that muscle just
Changes it.
So that means I'm good for that.
I'm working it now. It's strong.
Yeah, really? No, I think that's good. How does it
You know, it's like-
Can you guys switch legs? Sure. Sure. Yeah, let's switch legs. Let's do that. Right? And if you're as wonderful as Pat, she's got coordination, she can get her arms running and sleep as well. Because she's got these fleshy legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't move it off from your hips up. Stay up tall, remember you're looking up. You're still back against that imaginary wall behind you. Your shoulder blades are still pulled down and squeezed together. None of that stuff changes. So just because you start an exercise, it doesn't mean you get to stop. Core first. We don't train muscles here. We do not strengthen muscles. We only strengthen our foundation. Good. Everybody take a break for a moment. Can you just soften your knees and move it all around? Yep. Okay, let's have a seat. I want to go through some stuff. I think we touched on a few of them last week. So we're going to do a little bit more now.
So cool. Well done.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
She was here yesterday.
Thank you. I should be. Can you face the front? Take a nice big inhale. You sure you don't want to mat or anything? You're good. Okay. Take a nice big inhale and a nice long exhale. So we're sitting, but the same principles to our back apply. We're still back against that imaginary wall. Right? Instead of our feet being grounded on the floor, our hips are. I'm not going to go away. I'm going to stay right here with you. Because I love you. So we're up nice and tall. That crown of the head is being lifted up to the sky. Remember, become 2 inches taller than you really are. Right? We need to create length in the spine. Your spine has got like, I don't know, 25, 28 vertebrae. It's lengthen, 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 lengthen. Sit up so tall. Then what we need to do is we might have just a little bit of rounding, which might drive your trainer crazy. So you want to lift your chest up, and then the shoulder blades, you're going to want to pull down and squeeze them together because you're squeezing that pencil blade, that pencil here still. And then, in like 5, maybe 10 seconds, you're gonna start thinking, what are you thinking right now? How lovely this is. Watching you go. We'll let you talk. It's hard sitting up tall because your core is working. Now just slouch for a sec.
That was fast.
See how easy and how fast you can go into the slouch? We throw our arms back, bend your knees, like all the bad things we do. Now sit up tall again. Take a nice big inhale. Become a little bit taller. When you exhale, deflate your belly. Sit up nice and tall. Big inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Totally fine. But take a big inhale in and a big exhale out. Don't collapse on your exhale. Stay strong. Because your spine doesn't change, it's strong, it holds you there, your core is holding you. And then the only thing you do when you breathe is you just inhale, and your chest just lifts and expands like a gorilla, and then when you exhale, your belly deflates. So when you inhale, your chest expands like a gorilla, and when you exhale, your belly deflates. That's it. But your spine stays strong. Your spine stays strong. And the really, really good thing is we're filming this class, so on Barb's YouTube channel, you can do this all the time now. Right? All the time. Even when you're waiting for this, all the time. Take one more nice big breath, and then just slouch your back. Oh, yes. Okay, we did this one yesterday. This is my morning wake up body. Right? So it's nice and simple. All you're gonna do is you're just gonna sit up nice and tall. Yeah. And then you're gonna exhale and you're gonna come back to just a little bit, and then you're gonna come forward. And then you're gonna go back and you're gonna come forward. Your arms are not coming into place. So just let your arms hang out on your legs. You're going to just slide forwards and back, that's fine. Place your hands on your legs while you practice make, just so you're not closing the shoulders. But don't use the arms, there's no reaching. Yes, you bring your chest forward. Yes, and then you keep doing this, and every time you go back just a little bit further. And then you come forward and you exhale and you come forward a little bit further. This is your morning exercise now. This is it. Because you know what? Your legs are strong, they're working. Spinal health right here. Okay? Your mid-back, when you go back, your mid-back is being strengthened. Your core, you can feel your abdominals work and pull you back up. And remember, the goal is to one day, all the way forward so your forehead rests on your legs. That's what we want to accomplish. Yep, that's what you need. Forward and back, keep going. This is morning homework now, every day. This is what you do. You don't have to warm up to do it, this is just what you do. You're stretching your hamstrings. So imagine if you did this 20 times, 25 times. Right? Cardiovascular benefit, and you're sitting on the floor. Right? You're improving your heart. your lung capacity, your circulation, your endocrine system. It's all working. And all we have to do is breathe forwards and backwards. And now you're using your breath. Big inhale, long. And you might find that you do this. When I do this, this is my meditation in motion. So I make this beautiful. What I do is I put on a playlist. So I'll play a song that's maybe 4 minutes long, or whatever, and I'll do this for the length of that song. Because if you don't, you're thinking, good, take a break. Lay down onto your back, please. Release into your chest. But didn't that feel nice, that nice flow?
Awesome.
But it's better than the budget.
You guys are all moving so much better. You give me something I didn't do.
Do you want something underneath your hat? No, you're good. Yeah, keep your knees into your chest. Now, what I would like you guys to do is, we want the belly and the quadriceps to be touching at some point. So this is a really, really good stretch for lower back and mid back, and of course for hip flexors. But we really want touching. So when you're doing this, your left hand's on your left leg, your right hand is on your right, and it's on the shin. Yeah, your shoulder blades are pulled down and squeezed together at the bottom, so your chest is high and your shoulder blades are anchoring you. And then you take a nice big inhale. And then as you exhale, it's just a gentle press. It's not a pull. We don't want to pull. Because remember, we don't want the shoulders to tighten. It's a press, so the shoulder blades become heavier on the mat. And then you'll find after a while your elbows will start bending because things start to loosen up. And you might find at some point if you really focus on this, if your hips are really tight, you might find at some point that one hip kind of goes pop. It's like you were just out of chiro. So if this is feeling pretty good, then what I want you guys to start thinking about doing is your next level on this one is to start grabbing onto the opposite elbows. So those legs really pull it nice and high. So you're just going to here and here. So then you're going to pull in so tight that one day it's going to sit like this. Yes, just like you got it, just like Jeannie. Pulling it like that. Yeah. And forearms are fine. Elbows will be fine, but forearms are fine. Yeah, because when you're here, the quadriceps and the belly is touching. So, you know, that it's a little massage in the belly area, too, because it's getting pressure with those legs. Yeah, that's good. Take a nice big inhale and a nice long exhale. Good. Nice and slowly, just release the arms and slowly allow your feet to drop down to the floor. Yeah. When the feet are on the ground, keep your knees bent and just take the lower body side to side. We don't exercise to strengthen. We move our bodies intentionally. There's a big difference. When we're 20, we can just exercise. The body just wants to move heavy and intensity, power, boom, boom, good. Now we don't need that. We're strong. But we need to stay strong. When you are ready, please roll over onto your stomach. On your stomach. Good. Your forehead is on the ground, so stack your hands. There is something very nurturing about forehead on the ground, forehead on the hands, just that little bit of pressure is very, very relaxing for the body. So take a nice big inhale and a nice long exhale. Okay, we are going to put a lot of focus. Well, we've been doing a lot more foundational work, right? Kind of going back to basics. And we're going to do a lot more work that's going to strengthen and improve the flexibility of motion in the back of our body, mainly the spine. Right? We have a healthy, strong spine, we're good. So, you are going to, your left leg, the top of the left foot, that left quadricep is anchored on the floor. If the tops of your feet or your ankles or whatever cramp up, breathe. It's cramping for a reason. It doesn't mean that it's not good for you to do this, it means you need to do it more. It's like sometimes when we go to bed and we get that restless leg thing. A lot of that is circulation. So that left leg stays anchored. Now, because we're very aware of our lower to mid back now and the glute, what we're going to do is that right leg is going to lift off the ground. Keep it straight. Yes. Keep it straight. Straight. Keep your leg straight. Oh, sorry, not you.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, lower it down. So both hip bones stay on the ground. You keep equal weight on both hip bones. When that right leg comes up, we're not going for height, we're going for length. That knee, that right knee is not allowed to bend. But we are trying to get to the point where we can use the strength of our back to lift that leg up, extend the toes towards the back of the room so that hamstring is engaged, quadricep comes off the ground. You are brilliant. 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 Can you go have the top of this foot on the ground as opposed to toes? Yes. Good. And then lower it down. Perfect. Other leg. Both hip bones fully weighted on the mat. Extend those toes back. The more you extend, the more that hamstring's going to engage. Cramping? Yeah. Alternate. Left up, left down. Right up, right down. Go at your own pace, but don't lose the integrity of the pose. That left leg, that leg that's on the ground, is not being pushed into the ground. It's only lightly anchored. But the leg that's on the ground is not helping you to lift the other leg. You must teach the back, mid-back, lower back, and glutes to lift that leg up. So think that you have a string at the back of your kneecap, or your hamstring, and that's where it's being lifted up from. Good, so it's not lifting up from the foot, it's lifting up from your hamstring. Hamstring to the sky. Hamstring to the sky. Leg stays straight, that quadricep. Eventually that leg will lift up, right up to that whole leg is off the ground, but that hip bone is still flat on the mat. Good, now soften it. Remember, it's not about height. Height has nothing to do, it really is just an inch or two, but you want to lengthen it. Think that somebody's standing behind you and they're pulling your leg out of the hip joint. Creating space in that hip, that's what we're trying to do. Strong back. You want to improve your posture? This is how you do it. Good. Both legs on the ground. Can you shimmy your hips a little bit from side to side? And then can you just gently tap the tops of your feet on the ground a little bit? Nice and gently just tap the tops of your feet on the ground a little bit. Yes. Perfect. Good, relax your legs for a moment. Take a nice big breath. Can you very slowly and gently bend your left knee? So that left foot is up to the sky. Yeah, good. So we want the foot to the sky, so the kind of more of the heel, but relax the ankle. So that left ankle is soft and relaxed. You might even roll that ankle around a little bit to get a little bit of flexibility within that ankle. Perfect. Good. And then, what you're going to do now, what you need to make sure again, it's the mid-back, lower back, part of your glutes that's doing the work. That foot, you're going to take it an inch to the left and an inch to the right. Just an inch, where you're controlling that movement. And just that little side to side, I would like you to think what you feel. Where in the body do you feel? What's working? Can you feel your mid-back? So it's just a little to the left and a little to the right. You want to go very slow. Just a little to the left and a little to the right. Okay, nice and gentle. Just creating a little bit of mobility, more space. Can you feel your back pulling that leg back into center? Can you feel your back engaging when it comes out, preventing it from going too far? Right? Your back has a lot of responsibility when you move your body. It's got to be strong so it can support you and keep you safe. So you need to nurture your spine. Very gentle. Good. As slow as you can, lower that left leg down to the ground again. Nice and slow, because again, this is your back. Take care of that. Good. Shimmy your hips just a little left to right to release the tension. Good. And then the other side. So left leg stays grounded, bend your right knee, and again, just roll that right ankle around a little bit. Get the little kinks out of that ankle, it's always good. And then when you're ready, take that leg an inch to the left and an inch to the right. And again, feel the sensations and what's moving that leg, because it's not the leg moving itself. It's something in your spine. Every movement that you do, the spine is commanding the movement. So the more you can feel the more connection you have with your spine, the more your body stays safe and supported and strong and vibrant and happy. Yep, so that leg moves just an inch to the left, an inch to the right, an inch to the left, an inch to the right, nice and slowly. Good, and then when you're ready, as slow as you can, lower that right leg down to the floor. And again, you'll shimmy your hips side to side, releasing the tension. Good. When you're ready, if it's comfortable, push back into child's pose. If you don't like child's pose because of the knees, lay onto your back and just pull your knees into your chest for a moment. Child's pose is when your hips are on your heels. Yeah. Is your core still engaged? Is that lower abdominal still slightly pulled in towards your lower back? Are your shoulder blades still pulled down and squeezed in together, just gently? Learn to engage your core more often. Lower belly in towards the spine. Shoulder blades pull down and squeeze together like you're squeezing a pencil in between the bottom of the shoulder blades. Take a nice big inhale and a nice long exhale. Lovely. And when you're ready, we're going to make our way over onto the back and we're going to spend some time in Shavasana, our final resting pose. Well done. Well done. Oh. Take a nice big inhale and then let it all go. Take a nice big inhale and let it all go.
Please bring your palms together. Your thumbs gently touching the center of your chest. And take a nice big inhale and a nice soft exhale. Our practice cleanses us of our toxins and our attachments to unsustainable habits. May your breath guide you. Namaste.
Namaste.